So concluding the Maimer, Beis Gimel again. Beis Gimel is the last. This is a summary. The Rebbe is giving a summary of the Tzemach Tzedek's Maimer. So why? What's the end of the answer? What was the question? What was the question in the beginning of the Maimer? Question was, why did they tell them you have to go? Doesn't need that motivation of Ram Avinu for your benefit. So he brought the Shalah, the Al-Shich, that Lech Lecha means to your own Sheresh HaNeshama. And for that, you have to go. So what's the answer? What does he have to leave? What does he have to leave to go to Sheresh HaNeshama? What can he do where he is?
Bring it down through Malchus of the Tzir and Sia. It's to bring the Erev Atzilis down.
So he has to be in Eretz Yisrael, which is parallel to Eretz L'Mayla, which is Malchus Atzilis. What was the whole arichas of Yom Tov Sheni Shel Goliath? That's the chiddush of Yom Tov Sheni Shel Goliath. The Yom Tov Sheni Shel Goliath. Then there's the Ramak, the Arizal, but the bottom line is there's the Amshach of Atzilus to Yidden in Chutz La'aretz, even in Chutz La'aretz. Whatever raises tons of questions. What about the first day of Yom Tov? What happens on the first day of Yom Tov? Second day is greater. So what's the first day? It's not the unit that they have in Eretz Yisrael. Either in Golus, so why would it not be the same Indian? Pasha Tishayla, we need a second day for this. Because you're not in Golus, so therefore, Shechina Imoim, and the Shechina comes down from Malchus Atzilus on Yom Tov to Yidden in Golus. Why do you need a second day for that? Obviously, it has to do with the fact that the first day is not a Golus Indian, period. The first day is actually Soldik Indian. You have a better suggestion, anybody? So, the second day, that's the Chiddush. We're also left with the question. So it seems, therefore, that Avraham Avinu did not have the second day of Golus, because otherwise he wouldn't have had to have left where he was to go to Eretz Yisrael. So that's obviously a fact on some level. Now the Rebbe asks a shayla and gives an answer. I'm not sure exactly. I think I have the pshat. I don't know. Open to explanation and interpretation, and they're missing the end of the mind. But anyway, so it's not clear exactly what the final point is. At any rate, Amnon Bira now. So we're saying that Lech Lecha is going up. So that's it's an ascent. As is in the story, from out to Eretz Yisrael, as we explained, because Eretz Yisrael is lined up with Malchus Atzilus, Eretz Elyoina, therefore he will reach the source of his neshama. However, there's another Pirush that Lech Lecha is the opposite direction. He's going downwards. Move over to that's what the Rebbe says in Torah. Avram himself is already, the starting point is Avram, Seichel Hanel, Mikol Rayim, exalted, Av, Chochma, meaning the literal translation, intellect, which is concealed from all others, all ideas. And therefore, he's told, Lech Lecha, you have to mamshich your Indian where in the world? His hidden, lofty, transcendent light should go out, the gilui, to a state of revelation. Come down to Oretz. What's Oretz? Is Malchus. So how does our explanation accord with that explanation? Yes? Gentlemen, you with me or you doing something else? I can learn myself, so it's okay. You don't have to listen. So he reconciles, because in order to have the Yerida Lamata, which is what we just quoted, that's what says elsewhere in Torah, before that, tzarich liyos tchila teisves teisefes gila in a niliyos. To go down, you need a charge. You need a boost. It has to be a very high giloi, and that's what Almayim is talking about. That's the general answer. Now, shazel tchilas dikra Avram. So that's why it's called Avram Seichel Nele Mikol Raya. It's not a lofty level, but that's not enough to get him to go and be mamshech this inyan to the world. Because then you have to have an extra boost. The Ois What's the Ois It becomes Avraham, Shwingen Amshachas, Prinas Atik. She's Galusa Bina. Hey, of course, is Bina. And Bina is rooted, as explained in many places, in Atik. It's actually a Zoyar. So that's because of this Aliyah. So that's what Al-Maim is talking about. The Aliyah Mulamata Lamaila, Sheirash Neshama, Avraham, then could be what speaks in the other Maimorim. The Lech Lecha now assumes a new meaning as a result of the first meaning, Hamshachim Lamaila Lamata. And that's only through that could have the Yedid Lamata, through having first the Aliyah Lamaila. And in light of our explanation, it'll come out very well. Even according to the Piddish, that it's going from below to above. I'm sorry, from above to below. That was the Pirushim brought elsewhere. Now, it's not clear. The pshat here is, Al-Maimah says that, well, you have to get to Yeshua market. But how do you get to Yeshua market? It's only if you'll embark on the shlichus of going b'lamayla lamata. Then, Al-Maimah, then you'll reach the emes Yeshua market. L'cha'ira, that's the pshat. Zelga Mashakos, but was that clear what I just said? So it comes out like this. First, there's the decision to go on shlichus, and then you get this empowerment. But that hamshacha starts off the whole thing. So if you're dedicated to go down, you'll get this aliyah from the get-go. That seems to be the pshat. Not that after, through coming down, you get the aliyah. He's saying the aliyah comes before. Tchila, teisvas gila in aliyah. Not what it says usually, that through the engaging, lamatos, you unlock the sheirish haneshama. It's not what he's saying here. Here seems to be a different union. Well, that's also true. That there is a gilui that becomes tchila as you're ready to go, you get koiches from the get-go. Lahoyer, I think it was this Fabrengen or the next one. No, it's this Fabrengen. Tavshin Chafei. The very, very sharp words about shlichus. And the whole Fabrengen was talking about Lech Lecha. And then the Rebbe says, somebody can look it up in the Sichas there. He didn't make it into the edited Sicha. The Fabrengen, all those Fabrengens were edited for the first few weeks, as I told you. And this part didn't get in, but they have it in Teres Menachem. And then he said, the Rebbe said, he paused. I'm not saying this is not like shlichus. Not it's not a drosha and not tzachas. It's a hartzveitek, he said. It's 15 years. It's 1965, so it's 15 years since Tavshin Yud. They were speaking about the inyan of shlichus, and this one looks to the side, and this one yawns, and the third one says he's not talking to me, and finds all kinds of amaslois. And amas, to be like you learn in Rambam, means in halacha it means a commitment, but it doesn't really mean it. So it's hinted in emes loy. And then he continued the Fabrengen.
We just had that.
What?
Had that same in the previous Maimon we just learned.
He had what?
My and Rabbi Masma, like making arguments and use the same word.
There was about not davening b'avoda. There he said, if you don't want to daven b'avoda, so go argue with the Alter Rebbe. The Baal Asik. It's kind of the opposite. So he was demanding the opposite things here. One hand, davening b'avoda, everybody. And then, and at the same time, shlichus. There's no compromise on anything. He wants it all. Because he wants us to have it all. Okay, concluding the Maimon. Yeah, those sharp words. Yeah. This also is what he says in Torah. The Rebbe explains, so you go to that I will show you. What's I will show you? I don't know if the Alter Rebbe asked the question or the Rebbe makes the question clear. Anyway, what's the problem with Asher Reka? And then I'll show you. No, ain't a movement in Asher Reka. You go to them that I will tell you. So I'll show you. I'll tell you. When you get there, you'll see it. You say every morning, the Akedah, the Abishah told him, you will go to the place that I will tell you. Why not here? Not just to the land. I'll show you. Avram Atzmai, which is what our Tzemach Tzedek's mind is talking about. I will reveal you. Now, the Rebbe is saying that in the same mind where he says that it's halichim lamayla lamata, that Lech Lecha is a descent. Also, according to the Piddush, that this goes on the Shlichus, this is the Lech Lecha. Now, this sounds like it comes after, not before, but anyway. The whole really it's a journey to self, that you reach your source. It comes out without, again, it's not very clear, but there is the Gilui that comes before it goes on Shlichus. It says beginning of this paragraph. And then there's also in Pashtus, by engaging in the Shlichus, is a further Gilui of Etzem on the Shon. Yeshleim, it's the two dargas he speaks not the Tetzaveh. The first darga is the empowerment, and the second darga, maybe the other way around. And the second darga is through the actual avodah. So there's three in Yonim. Like it's Rusa de Leila, then it's Rusa de Latata, and it's Rusa de Leila again. That's not so clear. I'm reading it in a little bit, so I don't know. Okay, so let's read the summary and then embark on the next mind. The summary reads, not a summary, it's just what the Maimon talks about. In explaining the words Lech Lecha, go to yourself, that you're to go to your Shirish and Shamba Lamaila and Elam Atzilas. And that has to be going to Eretz Yisrael, which lines up with Eretz Elyonim. This will be understood by prefacing Nian of Yom Tasheni Shogolius, at which time is Nimshach Hashef of Malchut Atzilas in Malchut the Atzira and Asiya, and then invest in the Ayin Sorim. And therefore, Chutz Loretz, his market will not be revealed, because that's only Malchut the Atzira. Only when it goes to Eretz Yisrael / Yom Tasheni Shogolius, that's what that is, that's what he's saying. Then he gets the Sheish Dishmosai, the Sheish in Malchut Atzilas. Yeah? Yes? Take notes. And this Piddush, Apnimi is this in Gansen. We're here. Unless it's Pekuach Nefesh. Piddush there, it accords also with we're not getting it fully for this Piddush also accords with the Piddush Lech Lecha, from elsewhere, that's Malamayla Lamata, which is going down, from Seichadel Makoraya to Machat Atzilut, and Malchus down here, because in order for the Yedida, there has to be a Taisvus Ein Naila, and he added the name, therefore the letter Hey was added, that was the Taisvus Koyach that he got in order to begin the Shlichus, and it comes out also in the actual Shlichus itself. He's Megalad Etzem and Neshama, even a higher level. That seems to be the okay. That's Al Chazer and Chazer.